Every person out there can start investing in the stock market. Even you can start your investing journey just this very second. But to make that investing journey sustainable and profitable in the long term, there is a certain mindset that you need to have. In today's video, I'm going to specifically talk about 5 things that you need to keep in mind before making any investment decision. In case you are new here, then hi, I'm Harshdeep Srivastav, a corporate finance graduate, an ex-investment banker, and now an entrepreneur. If you're someone who wants to build sustainable wealth, then do consider subscribing to my channel. So without any further ado, let's get started. The first thing that you need to keep in mind is that you're in it for the long term. A lot of people come in the stock market with the expectation that they'll make extraordinary returns within just 1 to 2 years. But frankly, you need an investment horizon of at least 7 to 10 years to actually see worthwhile returns on your portfolio. Now there's a question that comes to the mind of a lot of new investors. Should I invest all my money in the stock market? Well, ideally not. You should only invest that amount which you will not be withdrawing in the coming 7 to 10 years, because only then the compounding will work year on year and you would actually see good amount of returns on your capital. Otherwise, if you end up withdrawing your capital in a bearish phase, you will actually end up losing some of your capital. So it's always a good thing to have a certain cash reserve which you can use in case of emergencies rather than withdrawing capital out of the stock market. The second thing that you need to keep in mind is having a control over your emotions. There's a tendency among new investors to not sell their losing stocks. They do it because they have a hope that these stocks will recover in the future. And when they actually find opportunities in the stock market, they actually end up selling their winning stocks to rebalance their portfolio. If you keep on practicing this strategy of selling your winning stocks and hoarding your losing stocks, then eventually what will happen in the long term is that you will have a collection of stocks in your portfolio which will be non-performing. This happens with people because of the behavioral finance concept of loss aversion, wherein people do not want to deal with a loss. The third thing that you need to keep in mind is stick to fundamentals rather than chasing fads. The thing is, I've personally observed that frenetic activity in the stock market is never rewarded. You might hop on a trend and even make some money in the short term, but in the long term, frenetic activity is never rewarded. The stocks which rally in a trend but lack the fundamentals fall with the same intensity in a bearish phase. So it's important that you don't get blinded with haphazard trends, and you should only focus on buying good quality companies at fair valuations. Now, why did I emphasize on the sentence buy good quality companies at fair valuations? Well, it's because there will be instances in your investing journey where you actually find out about average companies which are being traded at a really good discount. But the thing is, if you want to make money sustainably in the long term, it's better to stick to good quality companies and wait for periods of bearish phase where you can actually buy them at fair valuations, and in the long term, those companies will never disappoint you. This strategy of buying good quality companies in a bearish phase enables you to have a margin of safety where your investments cannot go below a certain threshold. The fourth thing that you need to keep in mind is always building a portfolio that is non-fatal. You might have heard of stories from people that they started investing in the stock market and they ended up losing all of their capital. Well, it happened because they invested a major chunk of their money in just 1 to 2 stocks. The thing is, diversification is really important in the stock market. When you divide your portfolio between 30 and 40 companies, then what ends up happening is that even if some of the companies get wound up, then the remaining companies give enough returns to cover for the losses that happened because of those companies being wound up. This strategy of diversifying your portfolio into multiple stocks ensures that your portfolio never goes to zero and becomes non-fatal. At the same time, you can further increase the safety of your capital by sticking to your circle of competence. What this essentially means is that you only invest in companies which you fully understand. Your willpower as well as your confidence increases exponentially when you invest in companies that you understand. Last but not the least, the fifth thing that you need to keep in mind is that in the long term, stock prices always follow earnings and not revenues. A lot of new investors make the mistake of investing in a company just because they saw that the revenue of that company is consistently increasing year over year, but they fail to take into account that the net profitability may actually be decreasing or may be flat or may actually be negative in some cases. So if you want to evaluate a company for the long term, then it's always better to see the trend in the EPS, that is earnings per share of the company. All in all, if you keep patience, make rational investment investment decisions and don't chase fads, then you will end up making good sustainable returns in the long term. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for my next video.